Hello, trading is closed on February 23rd, 2015. I'm Jeff Tennant. My last call made after Friday's close was that we should have a gap down today, and we got that. During a day, the mejt system said that ultimately lower prices would print. It gave a target of 2103.10. We traded as low as 2103.20. That's darn close, but there is no tolerance on ultimate calls. So 1/10 of a point isn't much, but that is a target which has not yet printed. In the afternoon, mejt said this rally was a false move, that prices would return to the price indicated by this thick blue line, and that no sustainable move would occur until after this time had passed. So we have a target of 2103.10 based on the mejt system. It has no specific time limit, but almost always it prints pretty quickly. Well, I get some positive and negative vibes from today's trade. Let's start with the positives. For 5 days in a row, we've started out low and rallied the rest of the day. It's a positive formation, but it would be invalidated if we were to gap under the day's low. It's also positive, I should say, that the rejection of this price has still kept prices over the prior consolidation, and as long as that remains true, that's pretty positive. So we do have some good things to say. What about the negatives? First of all, there's a wall into the close. Often that's met by a gap lower the next day. We have a close exactly at the high of the day, a Hobson close. That's often met by a gap down the next day. We waited until the last 5 minutes of trading to clear this consolidation. Usually that means that the public wants in a time frame when nobody else did. We also have a new DeMark sell signal on the 15-minute chart. So what's going to happen tomorrow? We have a lower target which doesn't have to print tomorrow, but I think it probably will. 2103.10. I think there's a good chance for a gap out of the day's range. Usually when I can come up with positive and negative patterns, the market makes it clear early on who's going to win by having a gap out of the day's range. So for the reasons I've discussed, I would like to see the gap be under the day's low. However, I should point out that if we do have a gap over the day's high, it'll be bar 13 of a combo sell on a half-day chart for real, not with this X, which is close, and there could be a reversal. So I think the open is going to be significant. If a gap under today's low, we could keep on dropping. If we have a gap which isn't a huge gap over today's high, I look for a reversal. And if I'm wrong about the gap, which can happen, I think there's a good chance that we close essentially unchanged. And that's today's call.